Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. It's Diamond Splitter here and I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Today I'm going to be doing a bit of a different video. This is a really different video. I've never done something like this on my channel. I'm going to be showing you guys how I edit my YouTube videos so you guys can wonder what application I use, how I do it, what I do to make the videos that I make for you guys awesome. So, I'm going to walk through all the steps on how I do it and everything. I do have a keyboard in front of me, and I'm going to be typing a bit more fast so it's not super slow and super boring. So yeah, let's get into it. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go over imported content. So if you go to imported content, you can actually, I use SHAREfactory. That's the application I use to edit all of the videos that I make for you guys. I do all my thumbnails and stuff on a computer, so that's separate, but I can show you guys how to do a thumbnail in a second video if you guys want to see that. But anyway, I'm going to show you guys how I import all my content. So import videos is very useful because I use it to import custom effects that I might use in some of my videos. I'll leave a link down below into the description on one of the videos that I use special effects in and what times I used them at. Imported images, this is how you make custom thumbnails on a computer or whatever and then put them into SHAREfactory. Now I prefer to put them on the computer and put them straight into YouTube, but that's just my personal preference. You guys can do what you want. And import music, this is how I make all the fun music. At the ending, the song I use is called Electronomia Sky High, so that I will leave a link down in the description as well for that song if you guys want to use it for something. And I will leave a link for my intro song, which I also used the import music for. It's called Electronomia Fire. I'll leave a link for that as well. So I use all my imported stuff. All you do is click it. You click, I actually currently don't have my USB drive put into my PlayStation, but I can upload all of these. You go to import from USB. Once you import it, once you go into here, you'll be able to select what clips and stuff you want to import. Same thing with images. The only one that's different is music. You go to import from USB and it'll be listed from like top to bottom in like a list form, not a cube form like this. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Photos, those aren't really that useful for videos unless you're going to be doing thumbnails. If you guys would like me to, I can go over that in another video on how to make custom images within SHAREfactory. So yeah, but this video is focused on videos. So I'm going to go to new project. They have a ton. SHAREfactory has so many of these different themes that you can choose. Now each theme has their own different like effects that you can put in. So when I played The Last of Us, I used The Last of Us theme. When every other thing I've always used the PS4 theme, the PlayStation theme. Alright, so these are pre-made titles and stuff and pre-made intros. You guys can deselect all those. Everything that has a gear on the corner has been selected to put in. And then the selected number of clips in the lower left hand corner is how many clips you have in. You can have up to maximum of 50 clips and you can have a maximum of 80 minutes in one video. I like to deselect all these in the stinger clip. I deselect all those and then I'll go down and I'll select one of my videos. I'm going to select a Realm Royale gameplay just so that I can have something to edit with. Yeah, I'll do like this. So we're gonna press start project. You guys can rename it. I'm not gonna bother renaming because I'm not actually gonna upload this. If you guys want me to do one like this where I do upload it, then leave a like on this video and comment down below if you want me to do that. So let's press continue. Okay, so this is the beginning of, this is my entire video of the duo event that I did with Gold Rider. I will leave a link down below for that as well. And all of these links that I do, they'll have like names and stuff above them. So yeah, this is the entire event that I did. But anyway, first things first, I gotta add my intro in. So I think, in my opinion, my intro is really cool. You guys probably know this if you guys have been around for my channel for a while. My intro has changed many times. I don't know how many more times it will change. So what you're gonna do is X. You're gonna press X on your PlayStation controller. That will add stuff. It actually says down in the lower right hand corner, X is to add things and square is to like edit things. So we're gonna press X first. We're gonna add a clip. Alright, and you're gonna scroll down and you're gonna go until you find your intro. So here's my Diamond Splitter intro. Alright, so I'm gonna go to add clips and then here it is. Alright, so that's my intro. So, I think it's really cool. Something I will like to do is press square, and this is where all the magic happens. This is where the fun stuff comes in. So, time bender, this is what I use for time-lapsing. I normally just do ×2. If you do anything more than that, it will be very glitchy and very, like, not as smooth. And then if you want to slow things down, obviously you can do that as well. But this I'm just going to keep at multiply by 1. So here's what I'm gonna do. Normally, whenever I make a Royale gameplay, I don't show me waiting in the Zeppelin and waiting like all the loading screens. I'll cut straight to where I'm in the Zeppelin hovering above the map. So the way I do that is I press square and I go to split clip. This will take the clip, and so right now I have one large clip. I have from the very beginning here, cut out the intro, don't worry about that right now. So I have from the very beginning here all the way to the end. That's one single clip. So I'm going to end up splitting this so it goes into 2 separate clips. So I'm going to find exactly where I said, like, I'll see you guys when I get into the gameplay. So I'm going to play the video and I'm going to figure out where I get that, and then I'll pause it there and I'll show you guys what I did from there. Videos, definitely be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss any future content, and I'll see you guys when we get into the game. Okay, so as soon as I say that, I'm going to split it using the split command, and then I'm going to press confirm. Alright, so now these are 2 separate clips. So the one that's bigger, so like the little clip, like timeline on the bottom, not the really tiny one, the one right below with the time on it. That is, the big one is the one that you're currently on. So I'm going to go back to split, and I'm going to move all the way to here when, I'm sorry, my phone's going off, when I get into the map, once I get into the game. So here, it's right here. I'm gonna start the thing here. Alright, so here's where it is. So then I'll split right here, and this whole clip in the middle, just delete it. You don't need it. So then what it'll do is it'll go right from here, I'll see you guys when we get in the game, straight to the battle bus. Or, I say battle bus, but it's a Zeppelin. So if you guys want to add one of those cool transitions that I add, it's adding a transition, so you're gonna press X, and you're gonna go to add transition. I'll go over all this other stuff afterwards. So add transition. Now SHAREfactory, each theme that you choose is going to have a different transition that you can use. PlayStation has all of these ones. All the ones that say PS4 above them, PlayStation 4. I think for Realm, I normally use this one. I really think it goes well. So I'm going to click that. And then this is what I got. The bell so you never miss any future content. And I'll see you guys when we get in the game. Okay. So that's what I got now. Now that I added the transition, it's a little bit cooler. You can obviously press square and go to edit transition, and you can make it like quieter if you want. You can make it louder. You can replace it with something else if you don't like that, or you can just delete it overall. Transition settings, I've actually never used those. I do know how to do them, but I'll show that in a different video. They're just like intensity or whatever. You don't really have them very often for these transitions. They're mainly for the dissolves transitions. So yeah, so there's that part. So there's this whole thing, and then let's see, I don't actually remember this very well, so I don't know exactly what I say, but I'm just gonna mess around because I'm obviously not uploading this. So I'm going to show you guys how I do my outro really quick. I know I'm like skipping around a lot, but I'm going to show you guys how I do my outro. So the way I do it is I skip to the very end. You guys can use L1 and R1 to skip instantly between clips. Very, very useful. So you guys can press square because you're adding music. Or no, you're not going to add music yet. You're going to add a clip. And you're going to go to your outro. This is my outro. So I'm going to add it. You guys recognize this hopefully. Now, you guys obviously don't see like the pictures and like the subscribe thing in the middle and all the videos on the sides. That's because you put those in on YouTube yourself. You have to put them in manually on youtube.com. I can show you guys how to do that, but I'll do that in another video. So anyway, what I like to do is, here's the original music for this. Okay, so this is the original music. I didn't personally like it that much. I kind of prefer to have my Electronomia stuff going. So what I do is I press square, and I go to clip volume, and I bring it all the way down to 0%. So now, if I were to play it, There's no volume with it, and I can completely customize it by myself. So now I'm going to show you guys how I add my music in there. So how I add the sky high music in there. And let's see. So I pretty much start as soon as I say like I'm going to end the video here or whatever. That's where I'll start the music. So
that was really good. We got fourth place again.
Here we go. Hang on.
All right. I hope you guys enjoy.
So right here, I'm gonna press X. I'm gonna go to add music, and I've downloaded quite a bit of music, but I'm gonna go to this one, Electronomia Sky High. So I'm gonna press this, and it puts the entire song in there. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go to split music, or yeah, split music. So you guys see this purple stuff right here? So hang on, let me exit that. So you guys see this? This is all just excess music that will just be playing. I prefer to delete that stuff. You guys can do what you want. So I'm going to split here, and then I will delete that. And it's obviously okay if it's not exactly. I pretty much nailed that one. But then what I'll like to do is I like to split it right in between these two clips as well. And then I'll make. Oops, hang on. I accidentally cloned this music. Guess you can clone music if you need to. So this one is at 0% clip volume, but the music volume is at 100%. So it's really going to be really, really loud. So headphone users, I'm not going to play that yet. So I like to bring my outro music, the one that's in the end screen, like the outro part of it, into 30%. I think that's pretty good. This I have at about 15. The reason I have it about 15 is so that you guys can still hear me when I'm talking and doing the outro. So let me bring that right to 15. And then just for the little thing, I add fade in. I fade in for 1 second. And then I go to this one, I go to the second clip, and I go fade out for 1 second. So now this is the outro. This is how I make my outros.
We got fourth place again. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. This was definitely a little bit different from the other Royale video that I did. But I hope you guys enjoyed. And I don't know what series I'm going to do next. I'll figure something out. But I'll think about it. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Definitely be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss any future content. And go subscribe. Yeah, Caden's live streaming tomorrow, so Gold Rider, go subscribe to him. I'll tag him down below. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys later. See ya.
So that's how I do all my outros right there. That's how I do my music and stuff in my outro. I think it's pretty good. So we're not gonna exit the clip yet. So now trimming is kind of hard to do. I don't really trim a ton. I prefer just to split it. I can show you guys trimming if you would like me to, but I don't know. So here, let me clone that. So right here, this is the clone. Sorry, I'm really tired right now. This is the clone of the outro. So if I wanted to trim this, I'm gonna go here, and this is the entire thing. It's only like a few seconds long, so it's literally just gonna have the whole thing here. Let's say I wanted to get rid of this whole part at the beginning where it's like black or whatever. So I just do that, and then I cut it, and now whatever is highlighted will keep. Is what you will keep. So if I wanted to get rid of that stuff, oops, no, let me delete that. Let me clone it. If let's say I wanted to just cut right to where it logs in, to like not log in, where it like goes straight into the intro, then I will go to. You guys can use the triggers and bumpers as fine adjustments. So right there. So I'll do that. So now it's like that. So it'll like immediately. So that's trimming. Pretty useful, honestly. I mean, I don't use it a ton, but it's definitely useful and something you can use. Move clip, pretty self-explanatory, although you use the bumpers and you can put the clips wherever you want. Delete clip, just an easier way to delete it. Clone clip is how you pretty much double your clip up. Pan and zoom. I use this a lot in a lot of my videos. Let's say that I wanted to get a zoom in just randomly. let's say I wanted to get a zoom in on that little bomb thing or whatever's over there. So what I would do is I would go to split clip, because if I pan and zoom, it's going to zoom the whole clip. So I go like a couple seconds, I use the D-pad for fine adjustment. And okay, so it's right here. So I'm going to go a tiny bit before, and I'm going to split, and then I'm going to go a tiny bit after. I go as quick as like small as possible afterwards. So let me see how little I can make this. Alright, there we go. That's the smallest you can make a clip. And then you're going to go to pan and zoom, and you're going to zoom. Let's say I wanted to zoom in on that guy. So now it'll go like that, and then it'll zoom like that. So that's pan and zoom. Pretty useful. I use it in almost every single one of my videos. And then the bottom part is just edits. So I will show you that in a minute. So anyway, to edit things, or here, I'll do add tracks first. I'll do tracks first because they're pretty easy to do. Now for tracks, you are most likely, if you want to add like special effects or whatever, like you guys know how at the beginning of my videos, I do like the like, and like you click the like, and then you click the subscribe and the bell. So I do that, but the way I do it is I go to add track 2, and then this will add a second clip on top of your main clip. So I go to add clip, I select the like one. Alright, so here's what it would look like if I didn't edit it at all.
So abilities or the band? Alright.
Okay, so that's what it. Stop trying to exit it, Diamond Splitter, jeez. Okay, so that's how it would look normally. So what I do is I press square on it to edit it, and I go to pip layout, and then I go full screen, so it'll make it full screen, and then I press triangle, and that'll pull up the adjust mode, and then I will press X, and I'll go to green screen, and that's what gives it this look. That's what gives it that look. It puts your main thing behind it, and that's how it goes. So I'll add the other clip in. I'll add this. I like to move them right next to each other. I'll pip the layout to full screen, and I will add green screen there. So here's what it looks like.
Alright, so we're gonna need like legendary, like full like gold abilities.
See? So that's what I do with the track 2s. And then you can add like special effects and stuff. I deleted a ton of mine. I had like at least 25, 30 effects. I apologize, I'm so tired right now. But yeah, so you can add like full videos on top of other videos and stuff. But it's a pretty cool thing to mess around with. And then you can also record your audio, so in case you wanted to do like voiceovers or something, that's how you would end up doing that, is you would go to add track 2 and then add video. And then if you have a PlayStation camera, which I personally don't have one, but if you want to do one of those, you can actually record your video. You can record your video. So yeah, that's that. So next thing is add screenshot. Add screenshot is not exactly what you would think. It will add a screenshot to the clip, but it's not what you think. So I'm just gonna add a solid color. It will just add it. It won't add it on top of the clip. It will add it before or after it, and it'll just be this. The only time I really ever use this is in montages. I will take the brightness and turn it all the way down to black, and then I go to trim, and I pull it as small as possible, because then it does that, and then it goes like straight in. But then I'll add the transition. I know this is like kind of random, and I'll go through this, and I'll do fade through color. And if that doesn't work, then you actually need to delete this, and you need to like add the transition before. I can make another video on how I make montages. Yeah, so I'll do that another time. Well, I really apologize for this. I'm exhausted right now. So yeah, that's how I do all of that. And then for overlay, you guys know how I like randomly pop text on the screen or whatever. So that's overlay. It's called overlay. So go here. You can put like stickers and stuff on the screen. This is how I put like fail on there once, and I've done like some other stuff. One time I did like I do like arrows quite a bit. So you can do that, or you can do text. Now for text, I like this one. I use this one for a lot of things. All you do is click X on it, you type what you want, subscribe. I'll just do that for right now. You can select everything, so you can transform it. This is how you bring it wherever on the screen. You can make it bigger, like bam, you better subscribe. Please subscribe on this video. Or you can make it tiny, as if you don't really care if people subscribe or not. I really care, so I'm gonna make it like big, like super big. Okay, but then you can go here and you can edit the duration of it. Opacity is pretty much how visible, like how transparent it is. I can go like that, and I can have it like kind of like that or whatever. But I just keep that at 100%. Color. Let's say you want the subscriber to like super red or whatever. Text effects. This I like this one. I personally think it looks really good. But you can add like that one. You can add like that one. A lot of these other pretty random ones. Some of them are animated, some of them aren't. I'm just gonna stick with this one. I think it looks pretty good. And then text animations will give you like, this will be like a fade in, or you can do like wipe in, how to go like that. I personally like wipe in. And then you can do this, you can do like rainbow or like bounce. Now the rainbow is only gonna work if your thing is default color. Your thing has to be white. It has to be white, or I don't even know if it'll work with black. It might. I might try that off camera. I'll see if it'll work with a black text box or whatever. So for the beginning animation, wipe in. For the middle animation, I'll go rainbow. Oh, I didn't switch the color. And then wipe out. So there's that. Let me go to the color. Let me switch it. You do have to press X after you're done, and it will save it. And then I'm gonna do it here. This makes it like a silver. I really kind of like that. So this is what it'll look like.
No. Alright, I got it again.
So that's what it looks like. If you want to extend the duration of like the rainbow or whatever, you just do that, and then it'll like rainbow just constantly, and then it'll get rid of that. So I'll just keep that there for now. Filters and stuff, they're kind of cool. I'm actually gonna add a couple split clips here. I'm just gonna like split for. I'm just gonna get myself a few split clips here. So for this one, I'm gonna do a filter, and for this one, I'm gonna do a layout. So a filter pretty much just like makes it look like it filters it. It makes it look different. I have not used all the filters. I've used some of them. I've used VHS. I've used like stained glass before. I've used color eyes, inverted. I've used black and white before. Blur I've used as well. So I've used a ton of these different filters and stuff. So with a filter, I'm gonna add filter, and then you can just choose like black and white, or you can I'm gonna go to edit filter, delete filter, and then I'll go to add filter. You can go like color eyes, and then I think you can choose color. Yeah. So you guys can like make it like whatever color you want. I'll delete the filter again. I'll just show you like one more. Wind honestly looks kind of good. It like gives it the effect. So then here, layout, and you can make it look like this. I don't know why anybody would ever want that unless it's for like a thumbnail. But you can do like, some of them are kind of random. If you want to like blur things out like that, you can do that. So some of them are useful. I just don't like, you can turn up like intensity and stuff, but I don't really use a ton of them. I'll just keep like this one there for now. And then for this, I'll show you guys what I do for like effects and stuff. I'm so sorry, I'm really tired right now. So I'm gonna camera effects, and you can add like a ton of these things. I like Quake. It's probably my favorite one, and I don't really use it a ton. I don't use like really any of these effects that often, but I'll make it the duration of the whole thing, and the settings, I'll bring the intensity to 80 to 80. So here's what it does.
I'm so focused right now.
So it'll like add these like weird effects to it. It'll add like super weird effects to it, and they're kind of cool, honestly. Some of them are random. There's like drift. it'll like move, everything will move and stuff. It's kind of cool, but it's like kind of random. But yeah, that's pretty much how I edit all my videos. If there's anything I didn't cover in this video, then please let me know in the description, or not in the description, in the comments, and I read every single comment that is put on this video. So yeah, now I will teach you guys how I make thumbnails, and I will end the video after that. So for a thumbnail, I find a clip that I want the thumbnail to be in. Now if you were to split your clip and play it, so let's say I split it right there, it won't affect it like this. It won't affect like wherever it goes or whatever. So let's say I want to make this my thumbnail. I will go a few seconds after it, and then I'll do that, and I'll split it again, and I'll clone that exact clip. So there's now.
That was really good. We got fourth place again. We got fourth place again.
So it'll just like clone it, and then it'll bring it back or whatever. So let's say I want to make that my thumbnail. I'll go here. I'll go to add overlay. I'll go to text. I'll select whichever one I want, and then I'll just write whatever. So I'll do Realm Royale or whatever. That's what this game's called. So I can edit that, and then you can add the duration. The duration doesn't really matter unless you want to add a specific spot. But yeah, and then you just go here. You go to generate thumbnail, and then project thumbnail saved, and then you can just delete the clip. The clip is no longer needed, and this won't affect it at all. If you have it split, it won't affect. It won't affect it at all. It's really annoying to clone like a whole clip and have to get to the exact frame that you want it to be at. But yeah, that's pretty much how I edit my videos. There's a few things that I do on a computer that I can show you guys later. But yeah, that's pretty much all of it. So I'm going to end the video here. I hope you guys have enjoyed. Yeah, so all the music and stuff you're hearing right now is all part of the outro and stuff that I showed you guys earlier. So yeah, but I hope you guys have enjoyed this. Definitely be sure to leave a like on this video and subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss the rest of my future content. And I will see you guys in the next video. Take care.